Hello YouTube, it is Monday, August 14th, 3:10 p.m. and I feel like I'm leaving in plenty of time to make it to work via public transit or other options aside from driving myself, but I'm kind of pushing the envelope. I know I just checked the bus schedule, my short-term memory kind of hosing me again, but if I remember right, the southbound 44 is scheduled to hit Oak Street at either 3:16 or 3:17, so I'm definitely pushing the envelope of catching it, especially considering how much the 44 seems to have a bad habit lately of leaving early, which is to say stopping at the bus stop and then leaving the bus stop earlier than its scheduled time. Man, this grass is thick through here. Wow. The park here, Pierce Park, looks relatively vagrant-free today. That's a nice thing. Of course, every time I see that, I wonder where exactly the vagrants are going, just to, be. Hopefully they're going to look for some work or some rehab. Something, some kind of a shelter program. There are programs available. So I haven't really heard much from my daughter. I honestly think she's trying to call me and I'm probably just not answering the phone. And that's nothing against her. I've just kind of taken to not answering the phone again. It just seems like every time I answer the phone, it's something frustrating that wastes my time. And more often than not, seems to lead to me having panic attacks and getting upset. And at this point, like, anybody contacting me for a better job can do that via email, perhaps text message. I've got online ways of being reached, in addition to, of course, the obvious of email, which I guess is an online way, and text message. So, there's just zero reason anybody should be calling me. I know this is not a good thing for my daughter, but at this point, she just needs to continue her rehabilitation program and get herself together, because I'm trying to get myself together. It does look like we got a few people kicking back over there with their bicycles and stuff, but you know what? I don't see any stolen shopping carts there, so that's something. Although I do see two of them right there, and one of them full of garbage. Man, I just can't get with stolen shopping carts full of garbage. I just can't get with that. There's no legit excuse for that. Nobody needs to be stealing shopping carts, and nobody needs to be filling them with garbage. Garbage needs to go in trash receptacles and dumpsters, and shopping carts need to stay in front of the retailers that pay for them, so that customers of those retailers don't have to pay exorbitant increases in prices to cover the costs of stolen shopping carts. Arizona actually has a shopping cart ordinance that clearly lays out all that stuff and presents penalties not only to people who steal shopping carts or are caught in possession of stolen shopping carts, but it also creates, it's been a while since I've read the shopping cart law, but it creates a certain level of responsibility towards retailers to properly maintain their shopping carts and to mark their shopping carts as their property, which has been my observation all retailers adhere to pretty well. So it'd be nice to see our law enforcement actually enforcing that law, but as it's really abundantly clear to anybody who lives in Arizona, the police pick and choose which laws they're going to enforce and which laws they're not going to enforce. And then some laws that they choose to enforce, they enforce beyond the realm of, even beyond the realm of how the laws are written. Case in point, I'm still dealing in court with a citation I got. Oh, there's my bus. Boy, did I push the issue on that one. Damn. And of course now the nerve-wracking thing is, do I have my bus card with me? I haven't double checked that. I just moved all of my stuff from the pants I was wearing at HelloFresh to a pair of cargo shorts that I'm using for my job today. There's a Waymo self-driving car. The bus doesn't work out. That's probably how I'm going to get to work. But here's the bus stopping. Question if the guy at the bus stop is actually a bus passenger, but I guess we'll find out. It's not looking like it.
I'm so glad I caught this bus. And of course the mom sitting at the bus stop getting on the bus. You know, and that's in a nutshell why I don't like getting to the bus stop 10 minutes early and waiting at the bus stop. If those bus stops were kept clean and clear and had adequate shade, I would be more apt to show up at bus stops early and wait. But it's really not a comfortable or safe place to wait. Also, I'm finding more and more that bus stops have lighting at night. The lighting doesn't work. And a lot of times it's not working due to vandalism. That's disgusting. This is the side of things that nobody likes to talk about. And I'm still tripping out the other day when I came out of the light rail station, or not the light rail station, sorry, the Sky Train station. I just totally forgot which direction I was going and walking on the wrong side of the station looking for the bus. I don't know how the hell I got that disoriented, but yeah, it was certainly a moment. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was certainly a moment. Oh man, you know, I totally found my my work ID. I did. I hung it on the doorknob to the bathroom, and I forgot it. so yeah, go me. Go me. But at least I know where it is, and yeah, I question that sign that's there being really enforceable, because there are many legitimate reasons to be entering this building other than the two listed on the sign. Unfortunately, security's not saying shit to me, so. Not the least of which is to safely cross over to the left. But yeah, sometimes people have appointments with people at the airport, you know, regarding employment that are not yet employees. I mean, consider, you know, I had 2 job interviews at the Hertz Rental Car Center. So, you know, why with me not yet be? Oh man, there goes the train. Hopefully that didn't ruin my video. I just got a pop-up telling me I had a low power warning, and due to my screen being largely dysfunctional, I kept tapping on it to dismiss it, which I usually quickly do without any interruption of my videos, and it just wasn't sensing my touch. So yeah, my iPhone screen is in really bad shape again. I'm just really not happy with the service I'm getting from Al, but I haven't taken the time to find another person to handle my phone screen repairs. I've definitely decided you know, not only do I not want to go with Al, but I don't want to go back to the place at 16th Street and 16th Street in Bethany. Not very thrilled with the way my last repair went there. I feel like I was charged for something differently than what I'd asked for, and charged high for something I didn't ask for. And Jeff completely missing in action. None of our mutual friends seem to have any idea what happened to him. Hope to God he's okay. I mean, not only is he my first choice of somebody to take care of my cell phones, but he's somebody I consider to be a good friend, and I worry about him because I know he struggles with personal issues not unlike my own. So hope to God he's all right. But yeah, he's not an immediate option for getting my screen fixed. And yeah, there's no way I'm going back to the shop over by Bullock's Cocktails after the one phone of mine that they nearly destroyed. When they reassembled the screen, they did something to short circuit the battery, and it caused the phone to cook and the battery to swell up. And I don't recall what the battery health was at that time, but it was a functioning battery. and I'm sure I would have got, several more months of good use out of it before needing to replace it. It was not anywhere near time to replace it, and that shop literally bricked my phone. And when I went back there to point out I was having an issue with it, they, much like Al, the last time I went there, tried to blame it on me and my actions and my negligence. And yeah, I know cell phone's a little bit better than that, so not happy with them either. So if anybody's got a recommendation for a place that does cell phone repair, specifically replacing screens and cameras on old iPhones, hit me up in the comments section, because I'm very much in the market for a new screen for my iPhone 6s Plus, as well as a new screen for my iPhone 7 Plus. Right now, just kind of limping this thing by. But yeah, sometimes it's pretty dysfunctional. And I've gotten to the point where, consequently, I'm using Obama Phone 5 quite a lot for things that just I shouldn't be having to use Obama Phone 5 for. In fact, I've gotten to the point where now that's what I use for Wonolo, and surprisingly, it works well, specifically for HelloFresh. They've changed the way HelloFresh handles Wonolo. And I was a little put off by it at first, but now that I've been using it, especially the way I left yesterday, because I was so...
Please stand clear.
Love how quickly these trains show up. This is how all public transit service should be. You shouldn't have to wait. Like, if you miss your train, you shouldn't be freaking out going, oh, I missed my train, I fucking ruined my day. Like, the next one should be along this quickly. That's just how it should work.
Terminal 4 and Terminal 3.
Looks like I might have this car to myself. Nice. So, anyway, as I was saying, last night when I left in frustration, or early this morning, depending on your perspective, I had I didn't have to find the Wonolo app or Wonolo rep, which is a good thing because the Wonolo rep didn't show up last night. But I had no difficulty. I didn't even have to talk to security to leave. At one point I saw security and I was going to say hi, because usually they're pretty friendly to me. And I thought I recognized her, and let's not forget that she was female, melanated, and attractive. So there's that. But no, she seemed to kind of be in her own world and was walking away from me, and I just let her go. So the way it works now is the Wonolo app generates a QR code, which works the security gates at HelloFresh as if I was using an employee ID. And not only does it have the QR code, but it has my name on it. It's very much assigned to me, so they know what time I left. I'm sure there's record somewhere that I never, asked to leave. I was like, fuck this shit, walked off the line and left. I'm not a prisoner there. They can't hold me hostage. Now they can uninvite me to go back there and work again, but I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I have an offer for HelloFresh sitting in my app right now for tomorrow morning day shift, which of course I'm not going to take. I'd have to be there at 7 a.m. and it's supposed to last till 5:30. But then again, it's easy to just walk out before your shift is over. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit tempting. It's a little bit tempting to just go and bail. Like, 3 o'clock and just drive down and around the car center and my night shift too. But I don't think I'm really that tight on money now. I am still 2 months behind on my electric. I do want to try to get some assistance for that, just because help could help, and I think I qualify for some. I'm also a month behind on my COGS, which is massively my limit. Well, not massively, but a couple $100 over my limit on my Wells Fargo card, which when I log into Wells Fargo app, it's okay to pay that immediately. The last time I did that, I didn't pay that immediately because I didn't have the means to pay that immediately, but I do now. There's money in my account. In fact, I've already been paid for last night's shift with HelloFresh. And in the wee hours of the morning, probably as I was in the process of driving home from HelloFresh yesterday, in fact, probably before that, I got my direct deposit for Saturday night. So yeah, money-wise, it's coming together. buses and try to figure out, how much of a dire circumstance am I in. And to be honest, it doesn't feel like dire right now. I mean, should my income be higher? Yeah, but that could be said of probably 70% of Americans at this point in time in this economy, so not sweating that. Anyway, I see people getting on the train behind me, so I'm gonna wrap this up for now and maybe shoot another video as I head on into the winter Carson.
So there's a few people in the train, but it's not obnoxious crowded to the point I don't feel like I shoot video. So 3:45 p.m. I'm making perfect time to work. So that's going to be the entrance to 24th Street Station when they get it finished, and it seems like they're making pretty good progress on it every time I look. So kind of curious to see what the final plan is for that. So this is something I've been talking about, but I've yet to get some good video footage of it. This lot here has all the Phoenix terminal shuttle buses, which are no longer in use due to the fact that the Sky Train services every terminal. And just like that, I ran out of space on Obama Phone 3. Anyway, as I was saying, every major thing that you used to get to with the airport shuttle buses, you can now get to via Sky Train. So yeah, there's all the buses marked up as PHX airport shuttle, just sitting there. I don't have any inside information as to what the plan is for all these buses, or even who owns them. But it is kind of sad that seeing that many buses that could be put to better use just sitting in the yard near 24th Street Station. So that's bus graveyard number 1. The buses that remain no longer needed due to the Sky Train. And over here on the other side of the tracks is lot number 2. These are all painted up as rental car shuttles. Now it does look like they're taking some of the branding off of them, so maybe there is a plan to reuse these buses somewhere else. Yeah, it looks like now they're where it used to be a rental car shuttle, they've just got big black rectangles on the side of the buses. So it's doing something with those. The buses over there, the other side of the track and the other side of 25th Street, those are all the buses that used to be designated as rental car center shuttles. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, the Sky Train is a massive improvement. I absolutely love the Sky Train. But it just seems sad seeing so many buses just sitting in 2 different lots, just taking up space and not being used. When Valley Metro as a whole, the bus service has such service. Although, from what I've seen, the issue isn't the lack of buses as much as it's the lack of bus drivers. But I often think when I see the articulated buses running with like 5 passengers in them, my God, couldn't they use a more cost-effective and fuel-effective vehicle? And there's a whole bunch of them sitting on 2 different lots. Right here in Phoenix, right there. One of these days I need to get a shot of this view of the rental car center at night. The Pringles chip shapes. The roof of it there has got some really cool lighting around it. I'm not really sure what it is. I'm assuming it's LED, but I'm not really sure. But it transitions and changes color at night, and it looks absolutely spectacular. It's one of the things that just gives this job for me working at night just tremendous ambiance. I can't emphasize how much I absolutely love my shifts here, especially after 5 p.m. which I enjoy. Once but enjoy it. It's just good times. We really enjoy each other's company and have pretty similar tastes in music, at least as far as hip hop goes. Although we've also ventured into soul and even rock, so it's fun just killing time listening to satellite radio with them. And we've also taken to, and I don't know that I've mentioned this in any of my videos, but we've also taken to spending our breaks together, which we kind of have to. I mean, we don't have to spend a half hour together, but it's pretty essential that we take our half-hour break together because it's not very effective for
either of us to work alone. Pretty much somebody needs to drive the shag, which is the term used for the company car, which is supposed to be a shop car. Wow, look at that. Here's a spin scooter here. I have no idea how the hell it got there, but that's interesting. But yeah, one of us pretty much needs to drive the shag to get the other one to the maintenance cars as we move them from point A to point B, and then from point B take that person back to move another car. Now there are some other options, I guess, for working alone, and some of them have been explained to me, but it just works best for us to take our breaks together. And since I've been working with him, I've pretty much been using transit and Sky Train to get to work, which I absolutely love. And he drives. He's actually got a rental car, which he's kind of explained to me like why that's financially feasible. And I think it has something to do with this other job, like somehow they're paying for it. So, wow, that's odd. We got like something that looks like caution tape. Oh, look at this. It's caution tape because they just painted it. All right, I should go over and talk to my coworkers, figure out how we're dealing with the fresh paint, since obviously this is going to directly affect me as I try to find a ride down to the break room to clock in. I'm trying to hit the stop button to stop recording, and that part of the screen isn't working. Fabulous.